Would I be the a-hole for finally telling my friend I was the one who paid his dog's vet bills? Not my ex. A few years ago, my friend George was drowning in debt and couldn't afford surgery for his dog. He was devastated, but decided to go through with it anyway, planning to max out his credit cards just to save his best friend. The morning of the surgery, I secretly called the vet and paid the entire bill myself, anonymously. I had offered before, but George's pride wouldn't let him accept, so I figured I'd just quietly help. Later, George started asking around, trying to figure out who had paid. When he asked me, I was about to lie and say no, but my boyfriend at the time, John, jumped in and said, "Yes, we paid it." He acted like it was all his idea, soaking in the praise, even though he didn't pay a dime. In fact, he'd actually argued with me for spending my money that way. I stayed quiet because I didn't want to make a scene. And honestly, I wanted to stay anonymous anyway. It's been years, but every once in a while, George still thanks John for what he did, and John just smiles and says things like, "It was my pleasure." It drives me crazy every time. I know I chose to stay anonymous, but watching someone else take credit for something kind and deeply personal still stings. Would I be the a-hole if I finally told George the truth? That I was the one who paid for his dog's surgery, not the guy who's been milking the credit all these years?